Okay, now this video probably won't be what your brain wants to hear, but if you truly want to go pro, this will be some of the most important advice you will ever hear. This whole thing is a competition, no matter if you like it or not. Whoever succeeds is determined on who outworks and outsmarts the rest of them. If you just hang around doing whatever you want, just build fighting with your friends, just running around stomping arena with your friends, just because it feels productive, but deep down you know that you're just coping and you're just trying to make yourself feel like you're doing something useful. Your brain is just trying to convince itself it's doing the right thing just because it doesn't want to do what is actually worth it. And you need to realize this is what the average person does. So what do you think is going to happen to you if you do what the average person does? You're going to become average. The best piece of advice I could give you in this video is that every single time you're playing, think, is this what the average player grinding to go pro would do? And be 100% honest and then think, okay, what could I do, and is this the most productive thing I could do towards my goal of becoming a pro? Instead of the random fun things you do that feel productive but aren't, how about you do what others don't do and hop into 1v1 realistics every day against a better player being really serious and trying super hard in them, and then hop into scrims being intensely focused on that session and then VOD review afterwards even if you don't feel like it because the scrim sucked or you just want to get off and sleep. That's actually another thing. Like, I've seen this thing happen so much. Like, the average person, like, a lot of the time what they'll do is they'll like have a really bad day of scrims or a really bad day of a tournament, and then they're just like, I don't really feel like VOD reviewing, I'm gonna just hop off. Like, they might just say they're gonna get off and have a break, but they won't get on again, just because they don't feel like it after having a bad tournament, which is obviously bad. Now, I think you'll find this interesting as well. What do you truly think you would do after a really bad competitive season or even multiple seasons in a row for you? I might just have like a 2-week break of Fortnite, not really get back on, just kind of forget what happened, and then you'll start to play again and you'll just do some random things here and there because you don't really feel like trying again yet. Boom, you're average. That's what the average person does. The person who will utterly destroy you in 1 year in terms of placements was literally in the exact same situation you were in. But instead of what you did, he gets angry and uses this to fuel his want to go pro and says, no, I'm not stopping. In fact, I'm going to try harder and make my day-to-day routine more and more efficient and VOD review every single tournament and FNCS that I've done bad and to figure out why I did bad. All while still literally feeling the same terrible feelings from doing bad that you did. But instead, he's doing what's not average. Therefore, in 1 year, he will crush you and be above average, unlike you. This is just like me with YouTube. I've had multiple times where like 10 plus videos do bad in a row, but I refuse to give up because I know what the average aspiring YouTuber would do. They would have this and then just give up. But now, since I kept going, lately I've been pretty blessed with my videos doing pretty good. And this just would not have happened if I'm like, I'm just gonna have a break. I don't know, I don't really feel like this, just because it did bad. And I did what the average person would do. If you don't want to be average, you need to do what the average man wouldn't do.